Moving on to the West. This is going to be the bottom left of your bracket. The 1 seed here is the Florida Gators, another SEC team getting a 1 seed. St. John's is your 2 seed. 3 seed is Texas Tech, and your 4 seed is Maryland, who, I think their last 5 losses have all come either at the buzzer or with less than 2 seconds left. So, not great heading into March Madness, because that's pretty much what the madness is. Raider Jim, I'm going to give you the first bite at this apple in the West. Your thoughts, any Cinderellas who you have maybe coming out, or any other predictions or storylines you'd like to discuss?
Watch for Drake.
Mm-hmm.
Do they make it to the Sweet 16? That I'm not too sure of. Do they take care of business against Missouri? Yeah, I really believe in all of my heart that they will. And that's going to line them up against Texas Tech, because I don't see Texas Tech having any issues with UNCW. Kansas and Arkansas, good game, but again, 7, and we've already seen Kansas and the underperformance, if you will, for the last few weeks. And I think Arkansas is going to come take care of business on that one. 10-7. A lot of people are going to say probably not, but I say probably. St. John's is going to be hard to beat. These kids can just play. And quite honestly, Florida at the top of the bracket on the west side. I watched Florida and I was so thoroughly impressed with everything they do. They execute both sides of the court all the way around. Colorado State over Memphis. I like that too as a very good possibility. If I was Memphis, I'd be watching a lot of film right now. I don't think Grand Canyon has the team this year to put together an upset against Maryland, and Maryland's been playing some ball. Like you said, losing the buzzer beaters or the last, 60 seconds of a game. All that tells you is we got to refine it a little bit. But let's see what happens. I think Maryland's going to go do well. Maryland will probably get through Thursday, and I think that no, wait, are they playing Friday or Thursday? They play Friday, so I think they will be playing Friday and Sunday, and you'll see them more than likely advancing to the Sweet 16. But when it's all said and done, who's going to win this side? Who's going to win the West? Wow. Right now, toss up. Unless one of them gets defeated, it's going to go down to St. John's in Florida. I don't see anybody getting in their way.
I completely agree. It's funny. I actually just looked because I heard someone talking about it. Colorado State is actually favored by 1.5 in that game, which is kind of crazy.
That's
For a
wild.
12-5. Yeah. And I think 10 in a row for Colorado State, probably the hottest team in college basketball, at least at the mid-major level. And they've had to win everything. They were not going to be getting in without a conference tournament win. So I think that also does lean into that. So personally, I think Duke is going to win the national championship. That's just my thought. However, the kind of non-chalk or kind of the others that I'm also keeping an eye on were Florida and St. John's. Unfortunately, we're going to see more than likely that regional final. I completely agree. I really don't see anyone, even Texas Tech, obviously them being the 3 seed, it's kind of a cop out to say, oh, maybe that team could do something. But Maryland doesn't do a whole lot for me. Memphis, if they could even get past Colorado State, I really, really do believe that it's going to come down to Florida and St. John's. And I tell you what, if we get that regional final, folks, get ready, because you're going to have a fantastic offensive team in Florida going up against a fantastic defensive team in St. John's. Um, Not going to go terribly on the record, but just kind of early on, just from what I've seen, I think Florida has a very slight edge. I've just been very impressed watching Florida the past few weeks. They are a very good basketball team. If St. John's, though, can figure out an offensive weapon, I really, really think they could do some damage here. But yeah, I do think Drake is probably the best Cinderella, opportunity here. And even then, a team that's won 30 games, it's kind of hard to call them a Cinderella, but the seeding will say that. I really think Memphis is going to take care of Colorado State. Again, a lot of times people fall in love with a lot of 12-5s, and sometimes There's a reason Memphis is at that 5, so I do like that there, but I really, interesting to see UConn, Oklahoma. I know there are probably going to be some people that if we do see UConn, Florida, I would love to see that because I think we're going to see a very short spread, and I am going to be all over Florida on that one. I think UConn's time has come and gone, at least for now. Danny Hurley, fantastic. But you're not going to get, assuming they even get past Oklahoma, I do think they will. But again, this is a very chalky bracket for me, or at least this region, I should say. I could maybe, like I said, see Drake making some noise, but I don't really see any top seeds getting pushed out until they run into others. So give me St. John's, Florida in the regional final and a bucket of popcorn because I cannot wait for that one. And obviously, I would say the big storyline here, already kind of mentioned it, but that bottom quadrant of Calipari, Arkansas, or excuse me, Calipari, Self, and Patino possibly all meeting up, or at least two of those meeting up. It's going to be great.